Second question is 3 grams of acetic acid is added to 250 ml of 0.1 molar HCl and the solution made up to 500 ml. To 20 ml of this solution, half ml of 5 molar NaOH is added. The pH of the resulting solution. See, this is not related to any one specific concept, but from given data we have to solve this question. See, first I am going to write the given data. So your given data 3 grams weight of acetic acid. Your weight of CH3COOH is 3 grams. Next, molarity of HCl solution is 0.1 molar and molarity of NaOH solution, that is 5. So molarity of NaOH is 5, molarity of HCl is 0.1. Then we see how to solve this problem. So before going to solve this problem, first we need to understand this question. See, 3 grams of acetic acid is added to 250 ml of 0.1 molar HCl. Now I am taking here 250 milliliters of 0.1 molar HCl. To this, 3 grams of acetic acid is added. Now this solution is diluted to 500 milliliters. From this 500 milliliters, only 20 milliliters taken. So what we have to do? First we have to calculate what is the concentration of acetic acid in 500 ml and what is concentration of HCl in 500 ml. Now if you take the concentration, that is molarity of acetic acid, CH3COOH is equal to, weight is 3, we need to take the weight of acetic acid by gram molecular mass of acetic acid into 1000 by volume in milliliters. So your given weight is 3 grams. Gram molecular mass of acetic acid is 60. 1000 by what is the total volume? Total volume is increased to 500 ml. So your total volume is 500. Now we get here 6 by 60. From this we get 0.1. So what is molarity of acetic acid? 0.1. Remember here, there is no specific volume, but this 3 gram is added to 250 ml of HCl and this 250 ml made to 500 ml. So this 500 ml becomes volume of both acetic acid and HCl. Now we can calculate HCl concentration in 500 ml. You know, moles of HCl before dilution, moles of HCl before dilution means before adding water, that is equal to molarity into its volume in liters. So what is molarity? 0.1. Volume in liter, convert this milliliters into liters. So 250 milliliters equal to 0.25 liters. So I am writing 0.25 liters. So this is moles of HCl before dilution. Now after adding water, we are adding just water only. So moles of HCl should not change, but volume increased. When volume increased, in concentration expression, volume is in denominator, so concentration decreases. So now we have relation, that is M1V1 is equal to M2V2. So here M1 is concentration of HCl before dilution, V1 is volume of HCl before dilution, M2 is concentration of HCl after dilution, V2 is volume of solution after dilution. Now we require M2. So from this M2 is equal to M1. What is M1? That is 0.1 into what is V1? 0.25 by 0.5, because I convert converted 500 milliliters to liters. Liter, that is equal to 0.5. Now this is equal to 0.05. Now the concentration is becoming half because volume is doubled. Here volume of HCl is doubled, so concentration becomes half. So the final concentration of HCl in 500 ml is 0.05. Now we are not using 500 ml of the solution. In the 500 ml, just we are taking only 20 ml. Then we can calculate number of moles of acetic acid CH3COOH and HCl in 20 milliliters solution. We can calculate number of moles of acetic acid and HCl in 20 milliliters solution. See here, to calculate number of moles, directly we have a relation, that is number of moles is equal to molarity into volume in liters. We can calculate millimoles also because these are very small quantities. So it is better to calculate millimoles of acetic acid and HCl. Now we can calculate number of millimoles is equal to formula molarity into volume in milliliters. Volume in liter gives moles, volume in milliliter gives millimoles. Now I am going to calculate millimoles of acetic acid CH3COOH is equal to its molarity into volume in milliliter. So what is molarity of acetic acid here? Molarity of acetic acid in 500 ml is 0.1. So molarity is 0.1 into what is volume here? 20 ml. The volume is 20 ml. Then we get 2 millimoles of acetic acid. Now we can calculate millimoles of HCl. That is equal to, what is the concentration of HCl in 500 ml? 0.05. Molarity is 0.05 into, what is volume here? 20 ml. Volume is 20 ml. Then we get 1 millimole. We get 1 millimole. Now we can calculate millimoles of NaOH. Millimoles of NaOH is equal to, see, half ml of 5 molar NaOH is added to only 20 ml. So we can calculate from this half ml, 1 by 2 into 5. This is millimoles of NaOH, that is 2.5. Millimoles of NaOH is 2.5. Then we have 2 acids and 1 base. You know, strong base first react with the strong acid, then only weak acid. So first reaction taking place in this 20 ml solution is HCl first reacts with NaOH and gives NaCl plus H2O. Here millimoles of NaOH is 2.5. Remember, I am taking only millimoles. Now millimoles of HCl is 1. What is the limiting reagent? What is meaning of limiting reagent? The reactant which is consumed first. Here HCl is consumed first. How do we say that? Because millimoles of HCl is less than required. Required millimoles of HCl is 2.5, but we have only 1 mole. So it is consumed first. So this is called a limiting reagent. So now initially millimoles of NaCl and H2O are 0. Then limiting reagent is consumed completely. Here 1 mole of HCl required 1 mole of NaOH. So here 1 mole of HCl required 1 mole of NaOH. Here we given 1 millimole. 1 millimole of HCl required 1 millimole of NaOH. Then we get 1 millimole of NaCl and 1 millimole of H2O. Then how many millimoles of NaOH left here? 1.5 millimoles of NaOH left here. Now this NaOH again reacts with acetic acid. See here, I am going to write 1.5 moles of millimoles of NaOH is left here. Now I am going to write the reaction between acetic acid CH3COOH and NaOH. It gives CH3COONA plus H2O. See here, acetic acid millimoles are 2. NaOH millimoles are 1.5. Now from this you can say which is the limiting reagent. The limiting reagent is 100% NaOH because 2 millimoles of NaOH is required to react with 2 millimoles of acetic acid. So millimoles of NaOH is less, that's why it is limiting reagent. You know, limiting reagent is consumed completely. Now initially millimoles of sodium acetate and water 0. Now this is consumed completely 1.5 minus 1.5. 1 mole of NaOH required 1 mole of acetic acid. So 1.5 millimoles of NaOH required 1.5 millimoles of acetic acid. Then 1.5 millimoles of sodium acetate and 1.5 millimoles of water is formed. Now this mixture has 1.5 millimoles of sodium acetate. This is a salt of strong base with weak acid, and 0.5 millimoles of acetic acid. This is a weak acid. Now this becomes a mixture of weak acid and salt of weak acid with a strong base. Now this is called acidic buffer. This is called acidic buffer. Then what is formula to calculate pH for acidic buffer? pH is equal to pKa plus log concentration of the salt by concentration of acid. So what is the pKa of acetic acid given here? 4.75. So pH is equal to 4.75 plus log. Now salt concentration is 1.5. Acid is 0.5. So here directly we are taking millimoles, not concentration, because volume of acetic acid and sodium acetate are same. So when volume is same, generally we have to take millimoles by volume in milliliter, millimoles by volume in milliliter. Both volumes are cancelled. So that's why I am taking directly millimoles. It gives log 3. What is value of log 3? 0.4771. Then pH is equal to 4.75 plus 0.4771. So here 0.4771 plus 4.75 gives 1, 7, here 2, and this is 2.5. 5.2271. 5.2271. Therefore, what is the pH of the solution here? 5.2271. But in numerical we can write only 2, so you can round off this to 5.23. pH of the solution is 5.23. Once again I will tell you here, first we have to write the given data. Given data, weight of acetic acid is given, molarity of HCl is given, and molarity of NaOH. So for this question there is no suitable concept. From the question only we have to solve it. See, according to this question, 3 grams of acetic acid is added to 250 ml of 0.1 molar HCl, and this volume is made to 500 ml. And we are not using complete 500 ml, we are taking only 20 ml of the solution. So to this 20 ml of solution, half ml of 5 molar NaOH is added. So our intention is to calculate number of millimoles of acetic acid and HCl present in 20 ml of the solution. See here, number of first molarity of acetic acid calculated like this. Given weight is 3 grams and gram molecular mass is 60. 1000 by 500 gives 0.1. So 0.1 is concentration of acetic acid in 500 ml. Now here concentration of NaOH is 0.1, but whenever it is diluted from 250 ml to 500 ml, concentration changes. We are using this relation M1V1 is equal to M2V2. So from this we required M2. M2 is the concentration of HCl after dilution. That is equal to M1V1 by initial volume. That is volume of the solution taken. Now after that, if we substitute, we get M2 value as 0.05, or directly we can say 250 ml becoming 500 ml. So volume is double, so concentration becomes half. So initially concentration of HCl is what? 0.1, so it becomes 0.05, because 0.1 by 2 is equal to 0.05. Now here number of moles of acetic acid and HCl in 20 ml. So number of moles we can calculate by using this relation, molarity into volume in liter. But here values are very small, so I am suggesting you to calculate millimoles. So number of millimoles formula is molarity into volume in milliliters. So millimoles of acetic acid is molarity into volume in milliliters. So molarity of acetic acid already given 0.1 into what is volume of the solution 20. Then we get to 2 millimoles. Millimoles of HCl. Concentration of HCl after dilution is 0.05 and volume of the solution is 20. Then we get 1 millimole of HCl. To this 20 ml of solution, 1 by 2 ml of 5 molar NaOH is added. So from this we can calculate millimoles of NaOH. Millimoles of NaOH is equal to 1 by 2 into 5, that is equal to 2.5. In this solution, in 20 ml solution, both strong acid and weak acid are present. First, strong acid react with the base. So initially HCl becomes limiting reagent because required millimoles of HCl is less than the NaOH. So NaOH millimoles 2.5, HCl millimoles 1. So it is a limiting reagent. Limiting reagent is consumed completely. So it is consumed completely. Then number of millimoles of HCl remaining becomes 0. But here it is not consumed completely. If you take the balanced reaction, 1 mole of HCl required 1 mole of NaOH. So 1 millimole of HCl required 1 millimole of NaOH. Then number of millimoles of NaOH left is 1.5. The number of millimoles of NaCl formed 1 because it will not affect the pH. So that's why there is no need to consider because it's a neutral solution. The number of millimoles of H2O formed 1. It is also not affect the pH. Then NaOH millimoles left 1.5. Then after reacting NaOH with HCl, it reacts with weak acid. Weak acid millimoles are 2. Weak acid millimoles are 2. Plus NaOH. Here what is the limiting reagent? Sodium hydroxide is a limiting reagent. So this limiting reagent is consumed completely. So acetic acid left. How many millimoles of acetic acid left here? 0.5 millimoles of acetic acid left. Now when reaction taking place between these two, 1.5 millimoles of salt and 1.5 millimoles of water is added. So if you take this total solution, it becomes acidic buffer. How do we say it is acidic buffer? Because it becomes a mixture of weak acid and salt of weak acid with the strong base. So it is a acidic buffer. pH to calculate acidic buffer formula is pKa plus log salt by acid. So your pKa value is given, that is 4.75 as substituted here. And log salt by acid concentrations I have to take, but I have taken directly millimoles because millimoles by volume in milliliter gives concentration. Here both are present in the same solution, so volume of salt and acid are same. That's why I neglected that. If we substitute, it will be cancelled. Then 1.5 by 0.5 it becomes log 3. Log 3 value is 0.4771, already given in the question. So we need to add these two. So 4.75 plus 0.4771. If you add these two, 4.75 plus 0.4771 gives 5.2271. 5.2271. Then the pHi is 5.23. Then we move to next question.